this is one of those videos you're probably going to want to grab a drink and grab a snack because it's going to be a long one. We have nearly 100 different tips and tricks for you here in the Forge in Roblox, from beginner to intermediate all the way to advanced and endgame tips. With the first tip being that the code free spins is the only code working right now as of the making of this video. Make sure it's case sensitive, and it gives you 8 rerolls and 1 luck totem, which bleeds perfectly into our next tip that the official Discord server is your home for all active reroll codes. So if you see reroll codes being mentioned in a YouTube video and it's not in the official Discord, just ignore them, they're fake. In your inventory, there is a favoriting feature allowing you to keep things protected. For example, all you have to do is click on an item and then go over here to the top right and tap on this little star right here. This will allow you to favorite anything in the game and prevent you from selling them, especially when you go to sell items and select sell all, which is a fantastic way of getting rid of unwanted ore or other things and sell them all quickly. Now, the sell all right in your inventory is located in the battle pass as part of the Robux features in this game, or you can go to a merchant and sell things there instead. However, I need you to pay attention to me very carefully here. Be careful when using the favorited feature and trusting the favorited feature. There are times where things can become unfavorited. For example, right now my demonite ore is favorited. If I was to craft with the demonite ore having none left in my inventory, and then I go and mine another one, the demonite ore after re-entering my inventory would no longer be favorited and would be risked at being sold away. So make sure you're fully aware of what you have favorited and what you don't whenever you use the sell all feature. Buried inside of your backpack user interface is in a section called the index, and in here you can get paid for, paid for finding things in the game. All of these different objects, all of these different ore, all of these different weapon and armor, and all of these enemies, when you find them, you can tap them and get a big chunk of EXP and gold. So don't forget to check your index once in a while to see whether you can get some bonus EXP or some bonus money to help you progress in the game quicker. Up next, according to the developers, they're working on private servers for everybody to hopefully fix the exploit problem everyone is experiencing. Personally, I'm not interested in private servers. I like to have everyone in the world together so it feels lively and interesting, but I can also understand how people can be frustrated and want private servers in the game. So to let you know, yes, private servers are in development. And what is also in development is a World 3 zone, which is a snow zone complete with boss fights. And their goal to release this new zone will be on December 25th, Christmas Day. Once you're in World 2, if you want to get up to the cave up top, instead of taking the long way around, you can just walk out of this cannon and it will bring you up to the top of the mountain. Located in both World 1 and World 2 is this little item on the ground for only $350, and it's a lantern, which allows you to go inside, pull out your lantern, tap, and light up the world for you. Parts of these caves can be quite dark, and a lantern comes in handy. Pretty important tip in this game, by the way, you are capable of hitting multiple rocks at the same time. There are parts of this game where you can hit 3 or even 4 rocks at the exact same time. In the game of the Forge, you have multiple ways to dodge enemies. You can roll through their attacks like that, or you can block. By tapping the F key on your keyboard or tapping the ability on the screen on your phone, you can hold up your block. And if you time your attacks right, you can hold up a parry. Located in World 2 is a fantastic semi-AFK grinding spot. Enter the cave and go up the slant to your right, and then take the first turn on your right hand side, and you'll come up to what looks like a bunch of lava rocks. To enter the lava zone, you have to clear out these basalt veins, and if you have a mining pickaxe strong enough, these veins grow back every few seconds. This is a popular semi-AFK grinding spot to make a bunch of ore. Once you clear the veins out of the way, also, down here is the endgame zone filled with the endgame rocks and endgame enemies that really want to kill you. If you're not quite ready to do the basalt veins, and if everything around you is kind of hectic and busy and filled with people, there's a quiet little area you can grind. Instead of turning right and going to that lava section, you can continue straight and come upon what looks like 2 rocks blocking a wall. By opening up this section, you have access to a brand new area that is rather large, filled to the brim with enemies, basalt rocks, basalt veins, and all sorts of things, and not too many people ever remember to go in here. This is a great intermediate grinding area. On the official Discord server, the developers have said that there will be PvP added to the game of the Forge. That is definitely going to change the game. I don't know if I like it, but that's what they have planned. Quick little tip when you do your forging, obviously you understand it because you've done the tutorial, but when you're forging, make sure you don't use up your legendary, your mythic, or your epic ingredients until you're certain you know what you're doing with them. I will have tips later in this video talking about which ore to use and how to make really good recipes for weapons and armor. In case you've been wondering, yes, I am wearing armor right now, but as you can see, you don't see the character models, and there's a way of hiding your character models in this game. Let me show you. Go ahead and open up your backpack, head to your equipment, and over on the side, right over here, you can see your character model and these 3 pieces of gear that I'm wearing. This eye right here, you can tap to enable or disable your armor appearance. And let me show you what happens when I turn my armor back on. This is what my character actually looks like with armor on. I like having it off just to be different. Everybody knows that you can drink potions to give you beneficial effects in this game. You learned that in the tutorial, but did you know that luck potions stack up to an entire hour above and beyond how many you can carry? First thing you want to do is go over to a potion shop. As you can see right now, I have 10 luck potions in my inventory, which is the maximum. In this moment, I'm able to stand here, throw away, and drink all 10 of my luck potions, giving me 50 minutes, 50, of luck time. As you can see, 49 minutes, 33 seconds of luck time. Then you can walk up, buy even more potions again, and continue to drink them all the way up to an entire hour. I'll even drink a bonus one just to demonstrate for you that we're right up against the limit of 1 hour of potion time. Then at that point, you can luck out and max out on your luck potions and start your grind. This will give me 1 hour of active luck potions as well as 10 additional luck potions in my inventory, preventing me from going back to the luck potion store anytime soon. Now I know you've been staring at my character model looking at the angel wings and angel halo around my head. This is by far the best race in the game. To access the races, open up your inventory and go to the shop. Scroll over a little bit until you get to race rerolls and click go to race menu. Inside you see all the races available in the game, with the best 2 being the angel as well as the demon. The demon is an insane race at combat. All of his abilities are meant for fighting mobs. It is a combat god. However, the angel race is meant for gathering and mining. It can move around like crazy and has a built-in 30% chance of luck. It is that built-in chance of luck and the increased movement speed and movement ability that gives the angel the best race in the game title. Pretty much every single person you see farming endgame materials is doing so as an angel. And I'm hoping later in the game's development that we have more of a reason to use the demon, because for one, I like the look of the demon better. Now, just because it's difficult to get an angel or a demon and makes them rare and powerful doesn't mean the other races are completely useless. There's some really good ones. The goblin, for example, is a critical and clutch race, allowing you to progress through the game faster. The 12% discount makes all of the pickaxes cheaper, including the best ones, saving you tens of thousands, if not 100,000 plus gold over the course of the game. The dwarf is an excellent race, being able to mine faster and more efficiently, as well as bonuses to forging, making you more money. And in terms of combat, if you cannot get a demon or an angel, the Dragonborn has great offensive capabilities, and the Golem is really good with 2-handed weapons. I have a video on my YouTube channel going through all the races and separating them into a tier list. If you want to learn more, go and check that one out. The one thing you need to keep in mind is while you're in the race menu, do not put your cursor or your finger anywhere near the reroll button, because while you have the angel or demon race, if you click reroll, it gives you a prompt saying, are you sure, protecting you, and you do have that same thing involved with the legendary races as well. Any of these other races, including the dwarf, does not give you a prompt saying, are you sure you want to reroll, and will immediately reroll. So if you have a useful race like a dwarf or a goblin and you accidentally tap reroll, it's going to be gone. Another really cool piece of news involving the game's development is this piece right here talking about world events. And yes, the developers do have world events planned for the game. I, for one, am hoping for some really cool like zombie invasions or boss fights or all those types of amazing world events you see in other games. Back here in World 1, something you definitely do not want to do is you do not want to skip the tutorial questline in this game. It is the only way to leave World 1 and go to World 2, because at the end of the World 1 questline, you get access to this portal from the wizard, allowing you to teleport to other worlds. So unless you want to stay here in the tutorial island on World 1 for a very long time, I highly suggest you focus up and finish off the tutorial questline. Which reminds me, you do not want to stay here on this island for very long. You want to get through here as fast as you can. Your goal is to reach level 10, make $10,000 in your inventory, and finish the story questline. Once you do so, you can go to World 2, acquire the newest pickaxe in the game for you, the Cobalt Pickaxe, and really start to play the game. As soon as you enter World 2, there is a quest to give you $10,000, and it's pretty easy to do. As soon as you spawn in, head to that island over there and talk to the quest giver. His name is Monk. He's a monkey, and he's looking for bananite, which is an ore you acquire in World 1 in the more bigger rocks in the cave. Bring him 30 bananite, and he will give you 10,000 gold. And another tip, nothing in this water can hurt you, and there's no drowning in the game. Speaking about quests, one of the best things you can do is to stack as many quests as possible together so that while you're going through the world, mining things and killing things, you will get bonus experience and bonus money for doing your quests. Another thing about quests is that there are daily quests in the game. One of the daily quest givers is the masked stranger here in front of Cave 2, Barraculf here in the Forge in World 2, as well as the NPC beside the Magma Pickaxe located here in Cave 2 on the right hand side. At the first right you take, which leads into the lava zone, go straight ahead and talk to Amber. This person will give you another daily quest that respawns every single day. And if you're tired of seeing your quest here on the left side of your screen, you can actually hide them. Open up your inventory, go to the quest tab, and as you can see, you can track or untrack any quest you have in the game. Untracking a quest does not remove the quest, it just hides it from your user interface. You can still continue to work on the quest even though it's hidden. There is a quest line in this game that is interesting in that it unlocks a whole new zone, but the problem is instead of giving you money, it costs you money. Over here is the Goblin area, and the Goblin King has a quest for you where at the end of it you will unlock this cave, giving you a new zone, but it costs you almost $100,000 to do. Definitely something to work on later in the game when you're done doing stuff. When it comes to progression in the game, there is a spreadsheet in the description of this video that will give you a list of mid-game all the way to end-game when it comes to armor sets and weapons. This spreadsheet is super useful, telling you which weapons are the best to use. You got katanas, you got straight swords, iron gauntlets, and colossal swords, as well as let you know whether they're mid-game, end-game, or best in slot weapons in each category. It tells you what ore you need to use, what stats they'll give you, and it also tells you how much damage each of the weapons will deal. This spreadsheet will also help you on mid-game armor sets, late-game armor sets, all the way to end-game armor sets. This spreadsheet is a fantastic resource, and again, there's a link in the description down below. I did not make it, but I definitely use it. It is awesome. Speaking about armor, I will mention this in every video until people understand the uranium armor effect does not stack. I'm of course talking about this effect right here, radioactive, dealing 5% of your max HP as damage to everyone around you while in combat. This only works on one piece of armor. Having multiple pieces of armor with radioactive is a waste. In World 2, there's an object here called the quest board, which is coming soon. I'm really curious to see what that's going to be about. While in World 1, did you know there is, in fact, a secret room? Take a look at the cave entrance and then turn to your left. You will see a small white house, as well as a quest giver I did not know was here. And all you have to do is roll or dodge into this particular triangle on the house wall. It can be a little tricky and take a little bit of practice, but once you're inside, you're going to notice there's actually a hole down in the ground. At the bottom of the hole, you will find these lucky blocks. If you mine the lucky blocks, you will get a useless but funny little ore called Fishillium. And the Fishillium looks like this little fish guy right here, kind of like a puffer fish. And yes, you can make weapons with it. I haven't tried to make armor with it. It's mostly a gag or a joke, which includes this message in the chat that this person has found a Fishillium. Now, it is possible to climb the rocks and get on top of the cave in World 2. It just takes a little bit of jumping. Once you're up here, you can actually look down in the cave and see mobs and players running around, as well as find this little goblin sitting by a tree, hanging out doing nothing. And it's only while you're up here that you realize it's kind of built like a castle. In this game, you have potions, and potions you can acquire with money in the game, and they're very useful and useful to use. There's also another object you can use in the game called totems. These are what totems look like, and they have a totem for everything: experience, luck, mining, fighting, and getting your health back. However, the only way to acquire totems is through Robux or through events like rerolls and such. So I highly suggest you don't use your totems until you're absolutely sure you know exactly where you want to use them. Also, there is a bit of a misnomer with the totems. Each totem has a 5-minute duration, which doesn't seem nearly long enough for the fact you spend Robux for them. And the description on 2 of them mention regens health for 30 minutes. I've tested it. Neither of these totems last for 30 minutes. They both last for 5 minutes. There is a very useful mechanic in this game called achievements that can give you a very massive luck bonus. Check it out. Go ahead and open up your inventory and go to the achievements tab. Scroll all the way down and look for an ability called dedicated Slayer. This ability that you can equip with this button right here gives you a luck bonus based off of the number of hours you have played. Once you have played 100 hours, you will unlock the final bonus of 40% additional luck. And considering the Angel, the most useful race in the game, only gives a 30% luck boost, that 40% luck boost is very strong. Also located in the achievement section are a bunch of skills that you can equip one at a time that provide lots of benefits, from stamina to attack speed to damage to health, etc. So always equip the skill you want to use depending on the time, depending on what you're doing, etc. But generally, you can default to the luck skill because luck is useful in almost every situation. One very useful tip you can use while mining, and this is true of any ore you are not able to one-shot. If you go up to an ore and you bring it down below a certain percentage, it will expose what is inside to you so you don't have to finish mining it if you're not interested to what's inside. The benefit to this is that it only takes 30 seconds for the thing to reset, and once it resets, its contents will be brand new. This 30-second wait is much quicker than many of the endgame ore that can take minutes or even more to respawn. This is especially useful here in the lava zone when mining the most important rock in the game. As you can see what's inside the ore, and then this person just stopped, or maybe not. He did stop, good for him. If you stop, that ore will reset in 30 seconds, but if you mine it all the way down, it can take a long time for another one of those ore to appear. Did you know that you can actually dash in all 4 directions in this game? Everyone knows you can dash forward, but you can technically dash backwards doing this weird little backflip. But not only that, you can dash to either side, left and right. And this can be useful, especially if PvP comes in the game. And while I'm here, did you know that over here along this path, this guy here will give you a quest and provide you a bunch of experience, but no money. Here in World 1, I'm going to show you how to acquire one of the best pickaxes in the game that you can use to mine basalt veins, and that is the arcane pickaxe. To start, you have to talk to this bard who's missing his guitar, accept his quest, and head into the cave. As soon as you enter the cave and you see the 2 quest givers, turn to the left and find this plant sticking out of the wall. This is your indication to wiggle around inside this invisible wall to drop down into this area. You can talk to this undead if you wish, but the guitar is right here on the ledge. Once you give the bard back his guitar, he gives you a key. From there, head back into the mine, not jumping up there. And from there, turn to the right and head as deep into the mine as you can. You're going to come to a gate, a portcullis with a lock. Right here, tap the lock, go deeper into the cave, and you will find the arcane pickaxe sitting here ready for you to use. To help you with your progression faster through the game, there is a way to sell the pickaxe you're currently using to allow you to buy the newest pickaxe that much quicker. If you had, let's say, the titanium pickaxe and you wanted to go up to the mithril pickaxe, all you have to do is go to World 1, look at the bronze pickaxe, buy it for 150 coins, and then you'll be able to sell your titanium pickaxe to get tens of thousands of coins towards purchasing your next purchase. This functionality can be used all throughout the game. I did this myself with the arcane pickaxe so that I could buy this demon pickaxe. Ultimately, when it comes to progressing through the game's pickaxe economy, I would skip pretty much every other pickaxe. As soon as you come to World 2 with that $10,000, go ahead and buy the cobalt pickaxe. I would skip the titanium pickaxe, and in fact, I would wait all the way to the mithril pickaxe because that will allow you to access basalt veins. Right now, we have 2 worlds in the game, and each world has a forge. And did you know that at the forge in each world, you can craft unique things to that world? Here in World 2, you can craft specific things, such as this hook dagger. You can only craft this in World 2. Same goes with this Chaos Sword, as well as this Dragon Slayer two-hander. Not to mention the best armor in the game, the Dark Knight variant. Meanwhile, in World 1, you can craft the two-handed Colossal Spoon. Yes, it is a spoon. If you're looking to finish your index and you're wondering why you can't craft a spoon, go to World 1, you can craft it there. When it comes to crafting armor, the only thing you ever want to craft is heavy armor. It has the most armor, it has the most defense, it has the best stats, and medium and light armor do not have any benefit over heavy. So for your own use, use heavy, and for selling, use heavy. It sells so much more than light or medium armor. Now, when it comes to weapons, the best weapons to use in the game are the katana, the straight sword, the colossal sword, and some people swear by the gauntlets. If you're taking a look at this really fantastic DPS chart, you can see that certain weapons are the best. The straight sword category has 3 of the best weapons in the game, and the Colossal Sword category has some of the best DPS weapons in the game, where the Katana category is just an all-around solid category. If you have any other questions by the time we get to the end of this video, and believe me, we're not done yet, you can check out the Wikipedia for more questions. This is the Wikipedia linked to by the official Discord server, and it has all the information you're going to need. Now, when it comes to Robux spending in this game, obviously you may spend some Robux on rerolls. I can't deny that. I've done that myself, but there are other things you want to spend Robux on and things you do not want to. Let's check it out. Open up your inventory, pull open the shop, and we'll start with the battle passes. Pretty much every single one of these battle passes is useful for different reasons. Fast Forge saves you time when you're forging, removing the bellows and the pouring portion, going straight to the hammering portion. Supporter gives you 10% more XP and 10% more luck, very useful. Better Forge helps you to craft better things, which helps you make a bit more money in the early to mid game. Double storage is critical and clutch. This is, if I'm going to spend Robux, I would double my storage. This is so useful. Forge anywhere and sell anywhere are only minor time savers. You can get them if you want. Ultimately, they're not that critical. You're going to find yourself coming back to the world, back to the town to grab potions anyways, so don't worry too much about sell anywhere or forge anywhere. Now, things not to spend your Robux on, gold packs. You make so much money in this game from the mid to late game that gold packs are completely not worth it. 30,000 gold for nearly $12? Not worth it at all. Never buy these. In this game, from killing mobs, you will acquire runes, and I have a video on the channel talking about all the runes, where to find them, and their uses. Mining runes can give you more luck and other useful stats and go into your pickaxes, and they can be found from bombers, and they can be found from goblin miners. Just be careful when putting runes into your pickaxe. It costs a lot of money to put in and a lot of money to remove. Other runes in the game go into your weapons and armor and provide buffs, but they do have secondary abilities that are passives and very critical. Some increase your crit chance, some increase your damage, some increase your attack speed, and they're all very critical. The spreadsheet also has a section in the bottom of it talking about all the runes in the game and what abilities they have, as well as the maximum percentage that each of the runes can give you. This is very useful. Now, enhancing is very easy to do, and it's not very expensive, especially for the first 3 levels. Enhancing can increase the stats on your armor. It can go up to about 6 or 7 levels. It has a chance to failure, but there is no chance of failure in the first 3 levels, and it has materials that you acquire from killing the enemies in the game. And as of right now, I have not been able to find this legendary essence, so for me, leveling up your stuff seems to cap at level 7. And the main reason you want to enhance things is every 3 levels it unlocks a rune slot, allowing you to put more runes and therefore more stats into your weapon and armor. When you're starting out and you want to make money, quests and selling weapon and armor is the best way to do so, but by the time you're able to kill things quickly and efficiently in the final zone, the best way to make money is to kill mobs in there endlessly and sell all their essences. I can make upwards of $150,000 an hour simply killing the enemies in the final zone. And that is the end of my tips and tricks video. There were a lot here, and this was a long video. If you have any tips or tricks you want to add, comment down below and let me know. And if this video was useful to you, as a thank you, go ahead and hit subscribe, become part of the first 300k OGs on the channel. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.